All right, we're back with life coach Kelley Kosow. Earlier in the show, we had a great segment talking about what a life coach actually is. There's a new book out. It's not Kelley's book, but it was written by a woman named Pamela Haag. It's called The Curse of the Just Okay Marriage, and Glamour.
That's why I'm here now, because I want to talk about this book.
Bam, insert JD. Glamour magazine talked about it in an article describing the growing trend of the semi-happy married life. You know, a lot of people are settling for that situation. We want to know why. So you did read the book.
I read the book.
You read the entire
Absolutely.
book. We read quite a bit of it as well too. And one of the things in here was that the author said that she found her marriage wasn't fulfilling. So she did this survey of 2,000 couples and found that plenty of other people felt the same way. They were just in it because it was comfortable. They were sort of happy, but it was too much work to get a divorce.
And they're not ready to get a divorce, but they're not really happy in it. They're in that ambivalence. They're ambivalent.
Do you think that the marriages lose energy because people are too much like friends?
I don't think the friendship has anything to do with it. I mean, I think, you know, like everyone says, a friendship is a great foundation for a relationship. It's what's missing is the passion. Because actually there's a part in this book which I loved about, they talk about the fact, well, part of the reason for the ambivalent marriage is we're all so busy.
This is what it gets back to me. I take issue sometimes with books like this because I think they try to sell people on the idea that if 12 years later your marriage isn't all fireworks and unicorns, there's something wrong. And that's, you know, that's not going to happen. You're not going to be in that goofy first 3 weeks in love place all the time. My poor wife has had to have sex with me for 16 years now. I can't imagine that she wakes up in the morning and goes, boy, I hope we get to do it again tonight. Not because it's so terrible, because that's the nature of being in a long-term relationship.
Right,
so, but I do agree that the more you stay in a partnership and the more that you keep your dreams and your hopes and your goals in line, the better it works out, the better, more fulfilling it is.
It's tough to do that, though, because as Kelley, you kind of touched on this, was that these days a lot more of the women are looked at, as it's said in the book, meal tickets. They are the ones that are working. They're exhausted.
But,
hold on.
But wait. No.
Like,
but here's the thing.
Not happy when you're staying home, not happy when you're going to work.
But wait. You got it. You got it.
Okay.
They're ambivalent about their marriage. They're ambivalent about their job. They're even ambivalent about their kids. They're basically ambivalent about life. They have to. The marriage is the microcosm of the macrocosm. They have to look all over their life and see, why aren't they creating passion?
And you don't have time to create passion if you're doing all of those things, JD.
So they have to. So
that's
one of the
one
solutions.
That the guy always wants. You know, hey, what's wrong? What's wrong? I'm not saying this
is going on. And they're tired. Women are tired.
Yes,
they feel.
But they're tired. That's what women
and they
are saying.
feel out of balance, and so they have to kind of take responsibility for their own lives and not project it on their husbands.
So you're saying is that you're having to work too hard, and that it's tough to be a provider, and you're exhausted, and to which I say, welcome to being a guy. Welcome, ladies. Welcome.
But then we have to have the perfect child.
So I'm coming home and taking care of the kids. I make dinner.
But that's the problem. Everyone's exhausted because in this culture we're human doers.
But women are typically, and I'm not saying this across the board.
We're the overachievers, the nurturers.
The ones remembering every single thing.
You see how I'm outnumbered?
No, but we're agreeing with you. We're just opening up your perspective to the woman's perspective.
You see,
and really the whole thing is, you know, what I think is really funny about, and this is going to go for your side of the coin, but she talks about the fact that, you know, after a while the husbands are always boring. And it's so funny because the thing that first attracted them to the husbands, they're stable, they'll show up, they'll be a good father. Then 16 years later, they're boring.
I used to love that he was talkative and funny, and now he won't shut up.
Yeah, now he drives me crazy. But you have to go back and look what's right
They're
about
wrapping
that.
us up. We got we could go on and on. I know. We got too much to do,
Get this book and then do that.